Hey guys, so today I'm gonna go ahead and prep this brisket. I'm gonna smoke it tomorrow. I'm gonna start early morning. It's gonna take probably about 10-12 hours. So what I start off with is I start to trim this fat off. Now this is the fat cap. You want to leave some of this on, alright guys? I usually take most of this fat off right here. Try not to get too much of the meat. If it happens, it happens. No big deal. Alright. And you don't ever want like try to round these off a little bit. You don't want a point end because it's not going to cook the same. It's going to be dried out. Getting a ton of meat with it. I'm going to be smoking this at 275 with the Texas Traeger pellets, which has a mixture, I believe, with mesquite, oak, and pecan. So I'm just going to take the top part, because if you were here and you could feel how tough this is, like that's tough fat. It's not going to ever render down. So I try to do it down to like I don't know, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, if you can. Kind of get that started right there for me. I'm probably going to take off this whole side right here. Once again, you don't want pointed ends, so try to square it or circle it off. This side is still pretty thick with fat. Just cut that piece off right there. I'm not the best at doing this, okay? When I went to school, they didn't really teach you a lot of butchering. Maybe just like fish and stuff like that, but that's about it. I'm gonna get the drift of it. I'm gonna finish cleaning all this up. I'm gonna go ahead and season it. I'm thinking about maybe injecting. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you guys know. And that's a brisket. We'll see how it turns out. This will be Hey guys, so here's a brisket that I'm going to cook for 10 hours or so. I've already cleaned it all up. I'm just going to use some Cosmos Texas beef seasoning. Alright, I love this stuff. Now I'm not going to start smoking this till tomorrow because I just don't have time today. I'll wake up early tomorrow morning and start cooking it because it's gonna probably take all day. This is a mix of all of Cosmos, a little bit of honeybee, cow cover. I'm not gonna put a ton of that on. And then of course you want lots of black pepper for a brisket. I'm gonna smush that down in there like that. Hey guys, so the brisket's been in here for about 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and check in on it. It's looking good. As you can see, some of that moisture coming up. It's at 275. You want the internal temperature for it to be done to be 200. This is gonna be an all-day cook. So we're gonna go ahead ahead, close it back up, throw some more pellets in the smoker, and let it keep on riding out. Alright guys, so it's time to wrap this brisket. I pulled it when it was about at 170. Originally I wanted to pull it at 160, but I lost track of time, but that's fine. So, just gonna take this brisket and wrap it in some butcher paper as well. You're gonna wrap it nice and tight, all right? And that's that. Okay guys, so it has been, let's see, seven and a half hours, all right? I took the internal temp. The internal temp says it's exactly at about 201, 202. That's when I'm gonna pull it. Now you wanna let this rest. You have to let it rest, all right? All right guys, as you guys can see, I completely forgot to turn on the mic here, and this brisket has dried out. At this point, I don't know what I did wrong. I thought I was doing everything correct, but you know, it's a learning lesson. It was my first brisket, so I'm going to continue to keep trying brisket and hopefully perfect it eventually. But this brisket just did not work out for me. It was certain points of it, like the round and everything, it was nice and juicy with all that fat cap that rendered down in it. But as far as the point and everything, it was completely dried out. So that's all I can really tell you guys. Hopefully I can get the next one right.